Oh, we're already live. Hi, happy Sunday. How are you doing? Who's here with me? Who's here with me? Who's here with me? So, on today's live, I'm going to be sharing with you ideas. I'm going to be sharing ideas with you on side hustles that you can do as a tailor or fashion designer. I'm going to start talking because I'm still going to upload this live. So even though nobody is on with me right now, but hopefully someone will come on live and we would have an interactive session. All right, so let's keep going. So first and foremost, I might be looking this way because I have a notebook that I've written down some things so I don't miss out on any points. Right, so first and foremost, I want to say this. I started making a lot more money in my fashion business when I stopped seeing myself only as a fashion designer, but rather seeing myself as an entrepreneur. I started making more money that way. Seeing myself first as a business woman before a fashion designer. So that way I was able to have an open mind, keep an open mind, welcoming money, welcoming making profit when it comes. How did this change come? For a long time, I was driven by my passion in business. I was driven by my passion to start up my ready-to-wear business. I got really carried away and absorbed in dressmaking, making beautiful garments, pleasing my clients, first pleasing myself because I would take my time to produce that garment, make it look good, spend a lot of time doing or giving clean finishing, good finishing, to the point that I really did not care about profit making, but rather about, making myself happy with beautiful clothes and of course making my clients happy. It took listening to one lady. My eureka moment came with listening to one lady. I can't recall her name or her brand name. I'm very bad with names, guys. Forgive me. I'm not really good with names. Listening to that lady, she said something. Hi, Maria. Good morning. Or rather, good afternoon where you are. Good afternoon. So that lady owns a fashion brand. She does bespoke tailoring and she has a ready-to-wear line as well. And then in that video, I noticed she was selling denim. And she was really marketing this denim, and I thought, oh, does she produce this as well? Denim as in jean trousers for women, boot cuts, nice, beautiful jean trouser. And she brought out the jean, and while she was marketing it, she made it clear that she didn't produce this. She stocks from China. And that was when I had my first eureka moment, And in the comment section, I could see that people were buying. People were buying. That was the first time it hit me like, wait, oh, why did you think that you must only sell what you produce? Why do you think that you must only sell your designs? That was the first time it hit me. In fact, I had to go and look for this woman. This was years ago. I'm so sorry, guys. I wish I could reference her channel because she has a YouTube channel, even though it's a very small channel, and she's not consistently posting. I went to look for her on YouTube because a part of me told me, go find her. She might have classes or programs for other fashion designers and see one or two things you can learn from her. And when I went to find her, which I did, I found her, she said something on one of her videos. And she said, she's an entrepreneur. She's first a fashion entrepreneur. Anything where she sees say she fit sell, she go sell them, make her profits. She's not trying to steal anybody's design. She's not trying to make claims that she produced or sold what she did not sew. She's strictly there for profit making. And I was like, wow, glory. This is a mindset shift. That moment, I had a mindset shift. And I'm coming on this live now. Hi, Ruby. Good morning, Ruby Empire. I'm coming on this live now to guide you to make that mindset shift. You are first an entrepreneur. You're first a businessman before a fashion designer. Please, I want you to make that shift. I know you're very passionate about fashion designing. I know you love to make clothes. I know, if they take away this work from you, you can fall sick, Nobody's disputing that, but I want you to make this mindset shift because I want you to start to operate as an entrepreneur, and that way you would succeed in your business and you'll be a lot more happy in your fashion business than you currently are. Now, who is an entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is basically somebody who solves people's problems and in exchange makes profits. You bring up a solution to people's problem and in exchange you make profits. A fashion entrepreneur is somebody who solves people's fashion needs, solves the problem of people's fashion needs, and in exchange makes profits. It doesn't say a fashion entrepreneur is a fashion designer who produces her designs and only sells her designs. No. You must first operate and have that mindset of a business person, and you begin to see money flowing in from different angles. Remember, the topic today is how to ideas for side or hustles for fashion designers and tailors. I know as a fashion designer and as a tailor, you are always busy. Me too. I'm always busy. I almost do not have time for anything else. In fact, that was why I moved my production to the house. Some of you who have been following me for a while know that I work from home. I moved my production to the house because it was very difficult to balance my business and my home life as a mom and as a wife. It was so difficult, right? And in trying to maintain balance, if there's anything like that, I just thought to myself, why not get a big house, in being an effective entrepreneur? Why don't I use one stone to kill two birds? Produce from home, watch my kids, watch my nanny. I can cook at the same time while sewing and all, So yes, back to the main topic of today. Please make a mindset shift before I go on giving you those ideas. Begin to tell yourself, I am first a fashion entrepreneur. I solve people's clothing needs, right? If you're currently into ready to wear, for example, and you make Afrocentric pieces, nothing stops you from stocking denim, jean trousers, just like that woman. Come up with styling options and ideas that makes this jean trouser, which you did not produce, you're only retailing. Nothing stops you from coming with styling ideas that you can match the two products together. If you buy my cropped Ankara Shelly top and pair it with these beautiful bootcut trousers, it would look really gorgeous, and you can wear it to this event or that event or create a look or something, selling both products even though you did not produce the denim, right? That's the kind of mindset I want you to have, so that you'll be open to doing other side hustles I'm going to be sharing with you now to make money. Hi, Ozioma Deborah. Good morning, Ozioma. Good morning. I have 9 people on this live. It's so good to have you guys here this morning. I hope you didn't miss out on anything. I'm basically trying to guide you in the first session of this live to have the right mindset so that you can operate first as a business owner before as a fashion designer. Hi, Silky Blossom. Silky Blossom, good morning. It's good to have you here in this live. Okay, so that being said, now you're a businesswoman. You love fashion designing. It's something you do. It's something you're profiting from, but you want other source of income. You want money to flow in from other angles. Hi, Bina. Good morning, Bina. It's good to have you here. Good morning, Blessing. It's good to have you here. You want money to flow from other sources. Now you have the right mindset. So I'm going to start giving you ideas on other... Hi, Andrew. Andrew, I don't speak Russian. I guess you're on the wrong live. But you wrote in English, so I guess you speak English. But if you're on the wrong live, please, Andrew, you can leave this live. All right, so I know very much that fashion designing takes a lot of your time, takes a lot of your focus, So first, I'm going to start with ideas that are still within the fashion business, okay? That's still within fashion designing, right? Some of you currently are thinking only in one way, one direction. Bespoke tailoring. They bring the fabric to me. I produce the clothes. I give my sister. Welcome to this live. So we are talking about side hustles that fashion designers and tailors can consider going into come 2025 so that they can have an extra stream of income. There's nothing like too much money. Too much money, they purge belly. So please, if there's anything you can do besides what you're currently doing to make money, something that won't distract you, please go ahead. All right. I'm sorry, I think I have just one person on this live now. For those who network. I'm sorry, I apologize. So we'll continue now. So what are the ideas you can do within the fashion niche, right? Besides your bespoke tailoring service, which I know most of you are offering. Number one is pattern drafting. Do you know that you can draft patterns and sell them as physical patterns or as PDF patterns? I prefer the PDF patterns because you can sell these patterns to anyone, anywhere in the world. There are videos here on YouTube that will teach you how to make PDF patterns. First, you already have your knowledge of pattern drafting. It means physically you can draft patterns, right? So now you would go on YouTube and you learn how to use, I think, Adobe or something to transform those patterns into digital patterns that can be downloaded anywhere in the world and used as a pattern, put together as a pattern to make garments, right? For those of you who are looking for money in US dollars, this one, dollar and pounds, you will make money from it, right? Just start creating PDF patterns, create a different page, social media account, or a different business completely. Give that business a name, call it something. Okay, Queen. Okay, I'm back now. Network is better now. Mama, lower your voice. Oh, okay. So yes, even physically, you can create patterns for fashion brands around you, especially the ready-to-wear brands. Create these patterns and grade the patterns and sell it to them. There are so many fashion brands that are run by business people that aren't fashion designers or tailors and are not looking to be worn. Okay. Plus, people just like proper structure in their business, right? They don't want their tailors to be involved with pattern making, especially if their tailors are not skilled with it. So they buy patterns from professional pattern drafters like and all their tailors need to do is place the pattern on the garment and cut, right? So that, like as I said, can be a different never mind the babies, they remind us we are working from home. Yes, Queen. Yeah, today they are around. Usually in the weekends they are with my mom, but my mom traveled out of the country, so they are here today, so hence the noise. Sorry about that. Right? So you can make a different business, give a business name to that aspect of your service, right? Create a different social media account for it, and then run ads, because I know some of you will say, well, how will we find customers now? If you make a new social media account or a new Instagram account for this new business, who is following us, who will buy? Run ads selling that service, and lots of people would contact you, right? Prove to people that your pattern indeed works for fit and works for the said design, because fashion designers are going to be sending you their designs, so you must be able to interpret the shapes and curves of that design that, when made into a pattern and cut in fabric, when stitched together, would give the fashion designer her desired design or look that she's going for. Even I will patronize you, because who doesn't want her work to be faster? Somebody else does the pattern and my tailors just do the cutting and sewing, right? So that's one idea for you. Make patterns, sell them as physical patterns or sell them as PDF files. And like I said, there are so many channels here on YouTube that teaches pattern drafting. Just in case you want to confirm if you are good at this thing, go and watch other people who are good at it, and you might find that you are better than them. You know this thing better than them. Or you want to brush up your skill in pattern drafting, there are free courses here on YouTube for you. Watch those courses, practice, and start drafting pattern for people and make money from that on the side. Another idea I have for you is ebooks. For those of you who have a story or experience or a challenge in life that you have overcome, why don't you write it in a book? Don't stress yourself to publish it, but make it into an ebook. Even outside of fashion design, right? Let's say you had a delay in conceiving babies. How did you cope with that period of your life? How did you deal with all the talks from people, family members? How did you deal with your mental health during that time? What did you do to keep your body healthy and fertile so that you can finally conceive? That's an example. Write it in a book. Write it in a book and sell this book, right? Or even we don't fashion business here. Is there a challenge in your fashion business that you have overcome? For example, you can write a book on how you're able to find customers and never stay out of orders, right? Never run out of orders. That is a book that people will buy. Even me, I might buy. Let me see what else she's doing that I'm not doing, so that I too see me here writing a book. You're so right. Queen, congratulations. I can't wait to read your book, please. I can't wait to see your book. Right. So, like I was saying, I too would want to buy that book to see the content. If there's something you know that I don't know, or if there's a better strategy that you're teaching that would help me make or have more customers without spending so much money. Right? So yes, write a book. Write a book. I know saying it right now, you might be, your brain might be a bit fuzzy, like, what can I write about? Am I even a good writer? There are ghost writers though. There are people that can write your story for you and write it well. But trust me, you might not be that bad. It's just that you have never really done it before, right? Just start scripting. Start scripting. Amongst your friends, there might be proofreaders. Amongst your friends, there might be people who are good at this thing. They can help you make the necessary adjustments to your book, so that you can launch it and start making sales. Like I said in the previous idea, create a different page, a different profile, a different social media account, or even build a website to sell this book. Keep your ads running and people will be buying the book. You never know. Even though you think, it needs to make profit, I just shared this idea so I can have another stream of income coming in. But that book would change somebody's life. And then the person will send you feedback and say, the result I got from this book is indeed priceless, right? So think about it. What did you go through as a child? What are you going through in business? What have you recently overcome? Some of you are very good relationship coach, even though you do not know that you're a relationship coach. Yes, you're there giving advice to your friends, to your siblings, people around you, and you're changing their lives. Why don't you put these same ideas in books, right? And sell the books and people would buy. Esther says, thank you for this encouragement right now. You're welcome, Esther. Please put some of these ideas to work and have another source of income. Okay, so yes, another idea is selling ready to wear. Now, I don't want to say produce the ready to wear yourself, because I know you bespoke tailors, you are very busy bidding clothes with this new trend that they are bidding every single so yeah, you can sell ready to wear without producing it. You can reach out to me. I will stock you at a wholesale price. I will give you beautiful clothes that I guarantee you will sell out, because they are tested and proven designs that are in demand, right? Contact me. I'll give them to you at wholesale price, and then you can make a profit selling at your own price, even though the designs are not yours. So when people come in for bespoke, to make their bespoke order, at least you have a rack there where they can see already made clothes and they will buy. That's how I started my ready to wear business. My target was my bespoke audience. Let me tell you guys, in fact, that's what blew my mind and made me realize, there's money in this ready to wear business. Because when a bespoke client comes in with her fabric, which might just be to make a simple top for her to tie wrapper with, and a top like that, if it doesn't have so much details, I could take like 20,000 naira to make it. But that bespoke client will come in, will see ready to wear on my racks and start looking through and start shopping. So somebody who came in to make a blouse of 20,000 naira is buying bespoke and ready to wear dresses of more than 100,000 naira. So you see, that way you make more than 20,000, because there are other products and other things that caught her interest in your shop and she bought. So instead of 20,000, you're making 120,000. So yes, even if you cannot produce, you don't have time to produce your ready to wear garments yourself, please get from wholesalers. Stock other ready to wear brands. At least as a fashion designer, good quality clothes. So when they send you their sample piece, you can have a look at the finishing. You can have the look at the fit and see that it meets your own standard as a brand. Then you stock these designs. There are some there are some ready to wear brands that are even ready to put your own label, you know, or produce your own ready to wear designs for you. So all you do is, oh, you can pass. Yes, yes. So all you do is send them the design, they run the production for you, you pay a wholesale price, and you stock the thing in your shop and make money. You people are sleeping on ready to wear. I've just told you. There was a particular week that I said, let me take my time to observe this ready to wear thing. Every bespoke client that came in bought ready to wear of not less than 80,000 naira from me from that week. So they come in for one thing or the other that might even less than the 80,000. They end up spending more because I had ready to wear to sell. So that's an idea for you. Esther says, how can we contact you for this ready to wear clothes? Okay, I always leave my WhatsApp link in the description box of all my videos. So if you click on the description box, you know, of any of my videos, you'll see my WhatsApp link, and then you can come chat with me and we can discuss. You say your location is Port Harcourt. My location is Calabar. My location is Calabar, but I service people anywhere and any part of the world. Can I drop ship through ads? That's how a lot of people are making money now, through drop shipping. They run ads. So as a drop shipper, basically you're serving as a storage or a warehouse, you know, holding other people's products. Okay, and as a drop shipper, you're giving this product at a wholesale price, right? So when orders come in, you sell the product at your own price, even though the products do not originally belong to you, if you know what I mean. You know, so many drop shippers are making tons of money because they are running ads, right? They are running ads so that they can make ads. Basically is just making a lot more people see your products and hence buy your products. So if you have budget for ads, please go ahead. In fact, everybody should have budget for ads. Everybody should have budget for marketing. You know, running ads gives you more reach, you know, makes a lot more people who have never heard about you, who are not even in your location, know about you and buy your products. You know, spreading the gospel of your product and services far and wide. That's what ads do for you, right? All right, so yeah, I said you can sell ready to wear. Another thing you can do is that you can produce fashion accessories from your scrap fabrics. Fashion accessories from your scrap fabrics. You know, what we do here in Nigeria a lot is that we think that we must have different products and continue to change your products over and over and over again before you can have money. Well, if you don't or didn't have that mindset, I once did. I once thought if I'm not showing different things, different designs, changing it every now and then, you know, I will not be able to sell, right? But it's not true. There are people who have only one product. Even in this fashion business, they have just one product. Just one product. The same product since 2020 is that same product that they are selling till today. See, this thing is a mindset. As soon as you overcome your limiting belief, the belief that customers no dey, people no go buy, as soon as you remove yourself from that negativity and start thinking positively and start telling yourself that my product is wanted, there are millions of people in this world, they need my product, you go sell. Oh, as in, it's like a breakthrough. Money will just start coming, money will just start finding you, right? So yes, what are some of these accessories you can make from your scrap fabrics? You can do hair bonnets. Give it a different brand name if you don't want it to mess up with your algorithm and your brand perception, right? Give it a different business name. Nobody needs to know that you are associated with it. It just says, is ready to wear not risky, thinking it would sell? Should a designer not rather get other with deposit first? Then that's not ready to wear EJ. I have several videos here on the ready to wear business model. You can go and watch those videos, right? So ready to wear simply means you, the designer, came up with the design. You know, there are certain things you do. If you have ever bought my sold out rack class, you won't ask these questions, but I think you haven't, right? I have a class called the sold out rack class where I teach you how to do your research and come up with designs that would almost always sell. My point is, if you create 10 designs following the principle I teach in my sold out rack class, 9 will be a bestseller. If I don't want to say 10 over 10 will be a bestseller. So EJ, this fear is because you do not know what can sell or what people would buy. But there are ways that people like us know, and I teach it in that class, okay? So yes, there's another business model called the made on order, right? I guess that's what you're trying to say, the made on order. So basically how the made on order works is you come up with a design, right? You have a model where the sample piece, you only produce one piece, which is a sample piece. The model wears it, you take a photo and you put it out there and see how people respond to it. So when people respond and people start ordering, then you now go on to produce for those who have placed order. So I guess that's what you're thinking here. But the ready to wear business model I'm talking about is totally different, right? It is producing designs and knowing that people will buy this thing. You stock it and wait for them, and they will come and they will surely buy. So Queen says, I taught my daughter to make scrunchies with Ankara, and she's selling to people online. She's more at social media than me, but I am in class learning. Oh, great, that's good. Oh, yeah, is here. Good morning, oh, yeah. I almost thought you missed this live. It's good to have you here. Right. So using your scrap fabrics, you can make products like scrunchie, waiting and they carry whole hair bands. You can do handkerchiefs. Oh my god, I met a guy at the event I went to yesterday, the yard event. I posted the flyer on my community for those who are in Calabar to be in attendance, and I met a fashion designer who has a product, one product, handkerchief. I was so impressed because it shows that, oh, so there are other people who have started making a mindset shift from just being a tailor that is running the service of producing ashwebi, to someone who actually knows that if I make a product, I can make a lot more money. I was so happy to meet him. He sells, in fact, he said he sells more handkerchief and makes more profit from his handkerchief than his bespoke service. I was like, really? So he makes this handkerchief in a pack. He has about five dozen. So a pack has 5 dozens and sells in packs, right? He said he has people ordering for 10 packs, 50 packs, 100 packs. He said the handkerchief sells himself because he's not even on social media, so he's not running ads. I'm like, can you imagine? White handkerchief, oh, white handkerchief. In fact, I was looking at it, I was like, if I want to do handkerchiefs, I'll find a way to make my own handkerchief unique. I might put in 1 or 2 things that maybe can hold little change. I don't know. I'm just thinking, because it's not something I've really processed, but I was so impressed. You know, his handkerchief is just the basic white handkerchief and he's selling. How much more when you put a spin to it and add your own uniqueness? You can imagine, right? So yes, that's one idea, right? So you are doing your bespoke service, you're doing your whatever you're currently doing, but you have handkerchief products kept there. You can produce hundreds of handkerchiefs in a day, you and your team, you and your tailors. You can, or even if you don't even want to run the production yourself, once again, you can have handkerchiefs supplied to you and you're just selling or marketing handkerchiefs. You can differentiate it from what you're currently doing, like I said, so that it doesn't mess up how you want your brand to be perceived. Have a different page, have a different social media account for it. You don't really have to show your face there or be associated with the brand if you don't want to, and make money on the side. Queen says, I also tried pocket hankies with matching bow ties. This sells very well. See, people are doing things. So people are doing things. Open your mind and be more entrepreneurial. Solve